Okay, so today I'm going to be reading this book called Grandpa Bear's Fantastic Scarf by Gillian Heal. I think it's a really great book for students, but it's also a really great book for adults. I still really enjoy it, and I enjoyed it when I was a kid a lot. I think it has a really great message and has really pretty watercolor artwork in it. So I'm just going to start. Right now. Okay, so this is Grandpa Bear's Fantastic Scarf. Grandpa Bear and the Little Bear sat on the porch step side by side, watching for the evening star. It was chilly, so Grandpa Bear wore his scarf. The Little Bear stroked it gently. "I love your scarf," he said. "It's so long and so cozy." "It's like a part of me," said Grandpa Bear. "It grows as long as my life grows long. I began to weave it when I was small like you." The Little Bear wanted to hear more. "If you look carefully into my scarf, Little Bear, you'll see that there are two kinds of yarn. One goes up and down, and the other goes across. The long up and down yarns are its bones. They shape the scarf, just as your bones and all you inherit from Ma and Pa and even from me shape you. Likes, dislikes, loving berries, being afraid of bees, big paws." "I've got Pa's nose," exclaimed the Little Bear. "Everyone says so." "There you are," said Grandpa Bear. "Your family passes on to you their ideas, fears, and joys, and even their noses. Each of these is a part of you, like the long, different-colored yarns holding your scarf together. It's important to check the colors of these yarns," he continued. "Perhaps an aunt gave you a bit of dull old yarn, like having grumpy mornings. Do you really want that in your scarf? You can't take it out of the days gone by. It's already woven in. But for the rest of your weaving, you want your own color. Choose your new color, tie it to the end of the old one, and keep going. No one says you have to live with someone else's handed-down color in your scarf. Make it your own." The next day, Little Bear looked closely at the weaving on Grandpa Bear's loom. "Grandpa Bear, what are all those colors going across your up and down yarns?" he asked. "Those are the other yarns. They are very special yarns, Little Bear, because you decide what they will be. You make your own magic with these yarns, with the colors you love, the colors of your life. And pretty soon you'll have yards of your own colors, just like me." "Yards?" cried the Little Bear. "That's long." "As long as my life," said the old bear. Little Bear thought what a very long scarf that would be. Dreaming about colors and feeling rather hungry with all this thinking, Little Bear said hopefully, "I like honey." "There!" cried Grandpa Bear. "That's your first color. Think of the color of honey." "I'd rather think," said the Little Bear, "about the taste of honey. I'm empty." So the two bears went to the kitchen to find a little something to eat. After lunch, Grandpa Bear and the Little Bear went for a walk. "Tell me more about weaving colors," said the Little Bear. "What makes you happy?" asked Grandpa Bear. "Apples." "Apples. Lots of colors in apples. Reds, greens, orange, bits of brown and yellow. And I like balloons and misty blue mountains and sunny days." "Wonderful. I can see that your scarf is going to be bright. Now, if you were feeling sad or hurt, what color would you weave?" "Dark, dark gray." "That is a great color, so when you have a bad, gray, sad day, remember that it can be a beautiful color next to all the gorgeous apple colors and balloon colors." The Little Bear gave a hop and a skip and a jump. He liked that idea. "And then there is light and dark. Without light we would not know dark, and without dark we would not know light. Without cold we would not know how nice it is to be warm." "Are there warm colors?" asked the Little Bear. "Warm and cold colors. Can you think of a warm color?" "Fur color," the old bear laughed. "You are going to be a great weaver, little grandson." The two of them wandered on into their favorite woods. He's playing in the leaves with all the colors that would be in his scarf, where the Little Bear collected lots and lots of beautiful leaves that were all different shapes and colors. Back home, Grandpa Bear began to weave his big loom, and the Little Bear curled up in his scarf to watch. Look, Grandpa Bear, there's a sparkly bit of yarn here. I weave each day, and some days are so wonderful that I use special yarn, fluffy or glittery. That's how I can remember the good days. One touch and I'm laughing. Little Bear touched the sparkly bit, and he laughed too. Like life, weaving has good days and bad days, but happiness is something you make for yourself. It is your own responsibility. The little bear looked very serious. What do you mean, Grandpa Bear? I mean, when you become a weaver, you shouldn't blame life or others for the dreary bit of weaving you make. Your weaving is your own. Check the up and down threads for strength. Change yarns if you want to. Change it back if you make a mistake. Don't be afraid of change or of making mistakes, for they are part of your learning to weave. Your scarf will be beautiful. You did it, you loved it, and you made it. That, my little bear, is making your own happiness. Sitting on the porch step that evening, Grandpa Bear wrapped the little bear up in part of his long scarf. The light dimmed and the two bears seemed just one shape, sitting so close together. I want to weave now too, said Little Bear, snuggling down beside Grandpa Bear. You shall, said the old bear. Tomorrow we will set up a loom just for you. The stars came out in the dark, dark sky, while Little Bear dreamed about weaving and colors and his own adventure that would begin so soon. So that is Grandpa Bear's Fantastic Scarf, and it's a great book. Okay, so just some questions that I would ask students after reading the book to them. Just a few examples would be, what are some warm and cool colors that you can think of, since the book goes into the fact that there are both warm and cool colors that can go into the scarf. Another thing that I would do to get the kids to kind of explore the pages and the artwork on the pages is there's this little tiny bear. Ooh! There's this little tiny bear on each page, and maybe asking the students to find the bear, it would get them to explore the picture for themselves, and then they would kind of get excited. I know I did when I was a child, get excited to find the bear that's on every page, because it's always in a different spot, it's always different sizes. And another question I could ask them is, like, what colors would be in your scarf? Like, what are the colors that you feel? And what colors would you think of when you're sad? Or what are your favorite things that your scarf would be based on? Like the little bear liked balloons and apples. So what are the items like that that you would want to base your scarf off of? So those are just a few questions that could kind of prompt a discussion with the students, and I think that this book really provides a great opportunity for discussion. And yeah,